Dave Gardy here at IASC TV Studios near Washington, D.C. in preparation for FRI 2010 with one of our pre-event webcasts, this one to appear in the July 27th webcast pre-event. And with me in the studio is Mr. Neil Cohen, who's Director of Business Development for CoBRA Software and Defense Group Incorporated. Neil, thanks for joining us.
Hello, thank you for having me, Dave.
Give us an overview of CoBRA Software. It's such a leader in the particular field, you know, the sector you're in, and just something about the company.
Well, the company's been around over 20 years now, when we're founded by former Undersecretary of Defense, and CoBRA Software is a decision support tool for the first responder community to help them pre-plan, train, exercise, and actually respond to any type of incident and hazard.
I see. Now, you've served a couple different parts of the market. Originally, you're kind of like we're at the pointy end of the spear, as you described it in the past, but you're repositioning now and you're expanding. Can you give us an overview about that?
Exactly. When CoBRA came out, we started out as basically a CBRNE, and that stands for Chem, Bio, Rad, Nuke, IED tool that was used by the first responder in the hot zone dealing with the incident. And it helped him find information, make decisions, decide if he can deal with the situation then or wait for more resources to come, and also provided him a wealth of resources if he did not have reach-back capability to the EOC or to other sources of data. Where we're going now with the product is expanding farther up towards the EOC, where we're absolutely not a full emergency operations center software. We've kind of morphed into a micro EOC, where a smaller rural jurisdiction can actually use CoBRA software to collaborate with their first responders out in the field, so the first responders in the field can collaborate with each other to send information up the chain of command, for information to flow down the chain of command out to the responder in the field. The responder now can request resources, can manage multiple incidents as they're unfolding at once, provide his status to everyone else, and again, up the chain of command. So CoBRA has really expanded into a more of a wide-scale, all-hazards incident management tool, more so than what it used to be.
I see. Excellent. Now, can you give us an idea of some of your customer base? I know you do some federal government work, you do some work with the local fire departments. Who's buying this CoBRA software?
Absolutely. Our first very large deployment was several years ago when we were purchased by the FBI and deployed to all FBI-accredited bomb squads nationwide. And those were the state and local. Some were fire, some were police, some were sheriff, some were hazmat teams, but whoever handled the bomb response for that jurisdiction received CoBRA software. Our next largest deployment was we were chosen by the Joint Program Executive Office Chem Bio Directorate to be part of the Guardian Installation Protection Program. The Guardian program deployed CoBRA software to all military bases, CONUS and OCONUS, for the fire departments, so that the fire chiefs were ready to handle both civilian and military-related incidents. And one of the things that really taught us was how CoBRA could be used as a mil-civ collaboration tool. When we went out and trained the DoD firefighters on their bases all around the world, we found they had invited the local first responder fire chiefs onto the base to sit in on the CoBRA training. Many of those locals already had CoBRA, and they'd purchase it on their own, and some just wanted to see what it would be like. Because there are times when if an incident happens on the base, it may drift off the base, or the incident may become so large that the local responders will have to come on base and assist. And that way, everybody was on the same page of CoBRA. They were sharing information, they were responding in the same format, they were following the same incident command structure, which is very important.
Now, speaking of being on the same page of CoBRA, you've bought a demo here, and we've got our cameras here at IASC TV Studios ready to go through a demo with you right now. Can you give us a little bit of a show?
Absolutely. I'm going to do a quick fly-through here. I'm not going to go into detail on it, so I don't want to bore the audience too much, but I want to show you some of the core capabilities of CoBRA. Not that CoBRA is ever boring, but let me give you an example of some of the core tools. First, we have a plume tool. This would help you create a plume should there be such an incident as a chemical spill. Here I've created a chlorine spill. A truck has flipped over with chlorine. Next, look up some of the chemical tools. I've done a master search for chlorine. And with one keyword search, I searched such guides as the National Library of Medicine WISER tool, Department of Transportation Emergency Response Guide 2008, Material Safety Data Sheets, NIOSH Personal Protective Equipment Guides, Coast Guard CRIS manual. As you can see, there's a complete wealth of information within CoBRA. And then you can jump to any of these links and get information on that chemical. And we try to provide it in bite-sized chunks so that they're not getting information overload. They're just seeing what they need to see. Now, if there was an incident involving radiological, we have a variety of radiological tools here that can do advanced calculations for dealing with the radiological response. Down here, we have explosive tools. So if you were dealing with everything from a pipe bomb to a vehicle bomb, we even have a homemade explosive chemical mixing tool right here where you can find out if you've walked into a bomb lab or a drug lab. CoBRA comes fully equipped with a complete library of first responder resources. We have a variety of very simple to use and easily customizable checklists, as well as the ICS and NIMS forms. But some of the newer tools that we're really proud of are our weather tool. We're integrated with the WeatherBug system as well as the Coastal Environmental Weather Pack system to feed information on local weather patterns right into CoBRA, which also helps out in plume modeling. Simple periodic table of elements, very simple tool, but one of our most popular. A personal status tool, so you can let your fellow responders or the EOC know where you are. A resource request tool if you need more supplies or more people at the incident. And finally, our command board. This is a new tool that can be used collaboration among first responders. So say I've already got a medical incident happening, the command post is set up, I've got a hazmat incident, I'm going to put in here spill, and now I've just found out the press has arrived, so I'm going to put that in as something I need to deal with now, and I'm going to add in there that I need to dispatch the public information officer. And everything I'm doing is being time and date stamped and recorded in our incident manager. So I have a fluid incident report of everything I've done in 2 different formats. So as you can see, CoBRA has expanded beyond just a simple chemical lookup or explosives response tool or a repository database of their guides and checklists, that we've gone into a more of a collaborative functionality. But what's really exciting, this is where the responders have come to us and they've really adapted to this, is our new enhanced support subscription and web version. The enhanced support subscription allows users who have CoBRA software on their laptop to sync up with our servers, our CoBRA servers, and that allow them to collaborate, share incidents up the chain of command amongst each other, store their incidences for later reference, chat, communicate real time. Our other release is our new web-based CoBRA, and I'll show you that here. This is an eBay-type application which can be accessed from any computer with an internet access. You do not have to have anything on the laptop. All you do is log on, and here you can see I've been tracking that incident I've been creating. I've put in pictures. I can alert people that I'm arriving. And then finally, if I could show you right over here, this can be accessed through your iPhone or your BlackBerry. So I can be starting the incident and communicating with my first responders from my BlackBerry or iPhone before I've even arrived on scene, seeing what's going on, texting them, letting them know, and all of that is being recorded in the CoBRA report.
So it is like a micro OC.
Micro EOC, yeah, we don't want to get into the sense that we're competing with the large EOC systems, because we're definitely not. We cannot manage a large-scale, multi-city incident.
Go ahead. What other modules are available for this?
We've got a couple of things coming. We've released our new IED defeat module, which is used very specifically by EOD techs, explosive ordnance disposal bomb techs, and that is for really going in and disarming the explosive. While CoBRA has a variety of basic first responder explosives tools in there, such as how far do I need to stand people back if I've got this bomb versus that bomb? What are the potential damage and injury if a vehicle got close to this building? So I can do some pre-planning, or I know how far to evacuate people. And again, I mentioned our homemade explosive chemical mixing. Our IED defeat module is only for bomb techs who are really going in and disarming the explosive. The next module is our HICS module, Hospital Incident Command Structure, and that's meant for the Medical Mass Casualty Coordinator. And that is, again, a very specific module for hospitals or EMTs. Our third module is our GIS module, and that is for plume creation and modeling. We give you an ArcESRI license, and it helps you create more intense plumes within CoBRA, and you can see where they are. Now, we do have some very basic plume modeling that comes with standard CoBRA, but the GIS module helps give you more vivid plumes.
Excellent presentation, Neil. Now, you've brought some other components to do additional demos with. Give us an overview of what those are.
Absolutely. I brought along here a little petting zoo of different types of laptops. Now, while CoBRA will run on any Windows-based laptop computer, here you see some of our rugged versions. This is a fully rugged laptop. Here, we have a fully rugged micro PC. What's cool about this is it runs full Windows operating system, yet is small enough to fit in your pocket. And then finally, we have CoBRA that runs on a PDA.
Excellent. So give us an overview about the future. What do you have in store for the future?
We've got an exciting new tool coming out called Synapse, Crisis Negotiation Application. Synapse was developed with the FBI Critical Incident Response Group, and it's going to be used by first responders who serve as negotiators during hostage or barricade situations. It's used as part of a team formula so that when the responder is dealing, or negotiator is dealing with the hostage taker, his coaches can be feeding him information, and he can be doing active listening to what the person is saying while still receiving inputs from his coaches on the incident, such as, he just contradicted himself. We just found out what meds he's on. His wife is here. His doctor's on the phone. And that's a brand new tool that's really kind of a departure from where we've been, and we hope to roll that out this fall.
Excellent. Well, congratulations, and I'm sure a lot of this will be on display at FRI 2010 in Chicago.
Absolutely. Please come by my booth, and if they like, I have some goodies to give away. I can offer anyone a 30-day free trial evaluation of CoBRA software, and we'll probably be giving away a couple prizes, as we always do at FRI, so I know the chiefs like that, so make sure they come by our booth.
And the website, in preparation for the show, they want to go take a look at the CoBRA software?
Absolutely. It's www.cobrafirstresponder.com. That's www.cobrafirstresponder.com.
Great. Excellent. Neil Cohen, who is Director of Business Development for CoBRA Software and Defense Group Incorporated. I'm Dave Gardy here in preparation for the July 27th pre-event webcast in preparation for FRI 2010. Thanks for joining us.